Okay, this is my second time trying to record this because the phone started ringing and YouTube doesn't have the option to pause your recording. So, here it goes again. I'm going to start with the freshman class uh, with a video response to my friend Crystal's video, and I'll put a link to that video down below. So, starting with the freshman class. Um, to be honest, the freshman class is pretty skanky. You know, you've got all these kids dating, and they're already having sex when they're like, I don't know, 14 or something like that. Um, and it's like, they've already had like more than one sexual partner and things like that. And I just find it to be disgusting. Like, have some morals. You're 14 years old. You're a freshman in high school. The thing you should be worrying about is your grades and what's going to be on the test tomorrow, not who's having sex with who. And the whole class is just like a big ball of rumors, and it's getting really ridiculous and really tired. And honestly, I'm tired of hearing about it. That's why I try as much as I can not to associate myself with the freshman class, even though um, I have a class with freshmen and a few 8th graders because the whole year behind a math thing. And anyway, it's just really annoying. I mean, there's only like maybe 3 or 4 people that I can actually put up with in the freshman class that I actually like talking to, which is pretty sad, seeing as there's only a year age difference. Um, and then I mean, that's really all I have to say about the freshman class. They're really immature and stupid. Um, and I just kind of wish, like, they would realize where their priorities need to be. They really need to get their priorities in order. Um, moving on from the freshman class, I'm going to go backwards into middle school. Um, the whole, I want to say it was 7th or 8th graders were found behind the band building making out. They were caught by one of the coaches. So, I mean, really, that's ridiculous. You're 11 and 12 years old, and you're already making out with people. Like, that wasn't even on my mind when I was, okay, no, it was on my mind when I was 12, but I didn't do that. Um, because if you were taught correctly, raised correctly, you should know that you're not supposed to be doing stuff like that at 12 years old. Um, there's many other things that you should be focusing on when you're 11 and 12. And making out with people and being sexually active, that's not it. That's not what you should be focusing on. Um, like when I was 11 and 12, I was focusing on getting better at playing saxophone. You know, find a hobby that isn't sticking your tongue down someone's throat. And it's really sad because you know who they have for a role model? The freshman class. And, you know, you look at the freshmen and you look at the middle school and it's close to the same thing. It's just horrible. Um, I mean, that's really all I have to say about the freshmen and the middle school. It's just, it's sad. I'm going to move on from that onto the sophomore class, which is my class. Yay! Okay, my class, first and foremost, is so immature. Like, it's like sitting in a classroom with 5-year-olds. Like, let's put it this way. Pretty much all the popular guys in my class think that farting is funny. They sit there and they're like, hey, so and so. And then the other one farts back at him like, what are you doing? Grow up. Farting isn't really funny. Like, one day you're gonna be sitting in class trying to fart at your friend and you're gonna shit on yourself. Then everyone's gonna laugh because you just embarrassed yourself beyond belief. So that's one thing that really aggravates me. It was still aggravating the first. It was aggravating the first semester, and it's still aggravating this semester. Um, I mean, last semester when we had biology, we had kids farting at each other and stuff like that, and the teacher would be like, please, if you have to pass gas, please go out in the hallway, because she, like, really hates that. She hates it. So, of course, they were like, oh, well, no, and would fart at the teacher. Like, what is wrong with you? So they would do that, and that's really aggravating. But to keep on the subject of my biology class and show you how, just to show you how homophobic most of my grade is, like the guys in my grade, I'm gonna tell you about this. Our teacher thought it would be a great idea for us to do a presentation about some confrontational thing in the United States, like abortion, don't ask, don't tell, gay rights, I mean, just things like that that are very controversial, seeing as, like, half the class is, like, Catholic, and then the other half just isn't, and is, like, pro-choice and all that kind of stuff. So, of course, the most bigoted kid in my class, like, the entire sophomore class, which I think has about 100 students or so, decides to do Don't Ask, Don't Tell. For those of you who do not know what Don't Ask, Don't Tell was, it was a thing with the military to where you didn't ask someone's sexual orientation and you didn't tell your sexual orientation. So, with that, a lot of times they would say, don't say it because you could get kicked out of the military for saying what your sexual orientation was or asking someone. So, last year that was repealed. So, when they repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell, there was a lot of controversy that went on. So, of course he decides to do his project on that, which got a large rise out of me because he decided to say that, and mind you, lesbians were nowhere in his presentation. Nowhere. Because, of course, guys don't care if lesbians are anywhere in the military or, if they have sex in the military because lesbians are hot. Ooh. I mean, that really pisses me off. So everything was about gay men. And he decided to say that if there was an openly gay man in the military, he would just crawl into your bed and rape you at night. One, that wouldn't be able to happen seeing as you sleep in a dorm with like 3 or 4 people. So if you tried to rape someone, you wouldn't get away with it. 2, gay men have as much as a gaydar as straight men do. And I'll tell you what, a lot of gay men fly under the radar with you straight men because not all gay men are flamboyant. Like, not all gay men are like, ooh girl, look at them shoes and all that kind of stuff. No, that's not the whole rainbow. Not everything is like butterflies and rainbows, okay? So not every single gay man is feminine, and not every gay man wants to put his penis in your butthole, okay? So you can get over yourself because you're honestly not that attractive. So that's what really bothered me. So another thing that came up, of course, was gay marriage. And, of course, they said, no, that shouldn't happen because in the Bible it says man and woman and blah, 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 blah. So, that just got really aggravating, and I'll make a whole nother video about that because, I've only got about 5 minutes left of me being able to make this video. So, that just really ticks me off. I already stated in one of my videos about how I always have to get, well, what's on your birth certificate and blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say on this. But yeah, my whole class is really really immature, and I don't really have much to say about the girls in the class because they're really not that bad at all. Um, so yeah, that's really about it. So, yep, yeah. All right, bye guys.